Hello everybody, welcome back to another how-to series, and today's topic is how to get ahead. Guys, the best way to get ahead is health. Health is wealth. Have you ever heard that saying? That health is wealth. Those people who have health have all the money in the world. Do you know why? Because they are the most vibrant people, they are the most upbeat people, they are the most they are the most trend right now. They are the people who are in the trend the most right now. In terms of life, in terms of spirituality, in terms of longevity, confidence, courage, people who have health always have the life. Now, if you ever find yourself with a lot of money, just remember there's no such thing. Do you understand? There's no such thing as a lot of money. Money is something, and money is also nothing. What's more important is health over money. Okay? Now, the better your health, the better your money. Okay? Now, obviously, you have to study finance and you have to get yourself into finance. Now, look at money as something. It's always something. $1 is something as much as $1 million is something. Look at money in that term. Or you can say money is nothing as well. Why? You can have the perspective of, hey, money is nothing, I can earn it. It's no problem. Or money is something. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, so what? It's 5 cents on the floor. It's something. You can look at it in that type of view as well. So you got two perspectives there, and guess what? No matter what, you're going to grow from it. Now, the best thing you can do in life is make sure that you're ahead of people. Now, I was just recently watching Tony Robbins seminar, and I went online into YouTube, and I was watching a Robert Kiyosaki seminar, and I pressed on an advertisement that was Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, which are my two mentors right now. And guess what? They are both better than yesterday. So they have the ideas to give you, but they also have the methods in order to make you better than yesterday. So no matter what, when you see people who are giving ideas and they are better than yesterday, just remember those are the true leaders. There are people who are giving ideas, for example, Gary Vaynerchuk and Robert Kiyosaki, there's also John C. Maxwell. They're giving ideas, but they're worse than yesterday, guys. There are some of my artists as well, for example, Ali and Fila, Armin van Buuren, Deadmau5, Cosmic Gate as well. These guys, they make amazing music, but they're worse than yesterday in their health. They look uglier today than they did when they were younger. That's what I mean. So no matter what, for example, Chris Tucker as well, he's another guy that is worse than yesterday. He's uglier today than he was when he was filming videos in the Jackie Chan movie, Rush Hour. So that's why I say, guys, no matter what, be better than yesterday. I see Will Smith today. Will Smith, in Bad Boys 1, he looked fucking sexy. In the Bad Boys 2 film, Martin Lawrence looked uglier than the version he was in Bad Boys 1. But Will Smith was looking sexier than Bad Boys 1. I admire that. And then in number 3, I just watched it recently, a month ago, January 2020. And guess what happened? Will Smith was worse than yesterday. Oh, what the fuck happened? He looks so ugly today. And he's got a few motivational quotes. But the guy can act. He can act. He's an inspiration in terms of acting, in terms of on screen. But today, in terms of health, no. I would never look to advice from somebody who's worse than yesterday in terms of health. Now, health is my primary objective today, and that's how you get ahead. So, Tony Robbins was recently speaking about how do you start the best business in the world? And they were going on about marketing and get yourself in a mastermind, make sure that you have online video, make sure you're doing online videos, and I agree with all that, but guess what? No matter what, health is number one. So no matter what, you can get started on your business today. It never has to be in front of people. You understand? You never have to create a mastermind of any sort that Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, which are legends of the knowledge broker game. What is a knowledge broker? A knowledge broker is a person who is a life coach or who is a resource to give information in the world that is positive and that will make you inspired, as a motivational speaker does. Now, when we're talking about health, you can start today. You can start today in terms of where you're going in life, and the only way forward is for yourself to do it on your own. You need to start walking. You need to make the university of whatever food store that you go to, and you need to make that your university. That's what I've done. There's a Woolworths, Aldi, and Coles in Australia, 3 supermarkets, and there's also IGA. Guess what? I made it all my university. I went and checked the labels of every single food over there. Do you understand? Every single food. For 42 months, I've been studying nutrition, and I'm still studying today. Do you know why? Because I've lost 47 kilos. And I'm better than yesterday. I'm a vegan now. I started off my life in a meat-eating family, and guess what? I turned vegan. I'm better than I was when I was born. You understand? The moment I was born is the way I feel now. And that's the state that you must be in daily. Do you know why? Because that's treasure. That is longevity. That is full of joy, full of love for the person you are. And now I stay away from alcohol, cigarettes, toxins, sugar, mostly sugar. So no matter what, I stay away from all those substances. I stay away from all the outside chemicals in terms of what is toxic, in terms of sugar. I stay away from most fats. I stay away from even plant fat. Plant fat, I stay away from it. Peanut butter has a lot of plant fat. I stay away from it. Why? It has too much fat. Now, yes, it has a lot of plant protein, but it has too much fat. And I was eating a tub of 200 mils, 200 grams of peanut butter every single day. That's 100 grams of fat. 100 times 9 calories, because each 1 gram of fat has 9 calories. I was eating 900 calories a day in just peanut butter. Now, as soon as I dropped it, I look better now. I feel better. And not just that, but guess what? I am now better because I'm better than not. Do you understand? And no matter what, make sure that when you're speaking in life, that you're speaking in a way that you're accepting what you say, but that you go back on your lacking. Now, no matter what, never have anything to do with lack, but make sure that you are self-aware about what you're saying. Now, that's going to help you to increase your health. That's going to help you to communicate better, and it's going to help you to do amazing videos on the go. Because guess what, guys? The only way to do videos, as Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi said, is to do it on camera. Tony Robbins has stated that no matter what, out of 10 people, only 1 will read past the first chapter. Now, to write books today, as Tony Robbins states, now it's honest that no matter what, a person who makes 25 books in life may get an average income or average capital or average financial statement every single year of $500 from their books. That's more than enough, but guess what? No matter what, you have to realize, always think what's more than enough. Never think that you are lacking. Think in terms of positivity. Do you see how I speak? I believe in more than enough. Now, $500 is more than enough. $1 is more than enough. You understand? Do you know why? Because that way you have more. That way you are grateful for the dollar. You're grateful for the 5 cents you find on the floor. 5 cents, it's more than enough. Do you know why? Because health over wealth. Do you understand? Health is wealth, but health over money. Now, money is never an issue. Okay, nothing is an issue. Health is nothing but much more than what you are. You understand? You must be ahead of health. You must be able to design your life in a way that's going to help you in the long run. And you have to think long perspective. There was a test conducted, and there was small kids, for example, and they were given marshmallows. And guess what? Those kids who took the marshmallow first, without delaying, for the second marshmallow, were much less successful than the ones who waited 30 minutes more for the second marshmallow because they waited. Now, those people who delay gratification for 30 more minutes to get an extra marshmallow, those kids are more successful in today's life than the kids who need pleasure right away. You understand? Now, when I eat never for pleasure. I eat to live longer. You understand? Now, yes, You can go to the rice restaurant, you can get yourself soup, you can get yourself rice, you can get yourself all these kinds of foods that are fried and that are in restaurants. But that is never the way to eat. The way to eat is to make sure that you get more than enough plant protein. And I have actual meals that I have in my daily life. Every single day I make a list now, and you can see the dates. And you can follow it inside my Mega Drive for a subscription of $7.20 every single month. And you can see my journals, you can see my videos, and you can see my audio content and all my notes that I take. All my financial planning, everything I do, everything I talk about, all my mentors, and I upload all of this into my Mega Storage. I have a highlights list for myself, all my highlights from the day, and I make sure no matter what, or I also have a Instagram daily. You can never miss out on me and my content. Why am I putting my content on online storage and inside online storage? Due to the probability that I am always better than yesterday. In whatever I do, I always have one go-to place. My fans, the people who love me, the people who admire me, can just go to one place to find me. One place. Now, I have opened an Instagram for myself right now, and that's due to the popularity in terms of today's world. So I have to adapt. I have to adapt, and I have to make social media something now. But guess what? Only for now will I only have Instagram, as guess what? People have to give me money. You understand? And for me to provide free content for a world that will never give me money, guess what? No matter what, they will give me money. Do you know why? Because I'll prove to myself that I can make more. Now, the whole point of making money is to actually be better than yesterday. When you're better than yesterday, as I said, the first business that you can get started on today is health. Start nutrition. Start to learn nutrition. Start to learn exercise. Start to put yourself in discipline to stay away from certain foods. Because that's going to help you in the long run. You understand? Now, my journey of 47 kilogram weight loss, or 105 pounds, was a 31-month journey. So what I had to do is every single day plan my food meals. I had to cook for myself. I had to delay my dad's food. I had to say, no more, Dad. No, you will never give me your food. No, you will never cook my food for me. I had to go literally to the store and check every label, and I had to consciously learn everything by myself. Nobody done it for me, and that's why I lost the weight, because now I'm dedicated, and now it's easier than ever for me to become even more disciplined. So then what I've done was, from nutrition, since I've made the results in terms of my nutrition, and I'm always becoming better in everything that's better for me, I moved into finance too. And I stay away from this, and I stay away from that, and I stay away from this. And that's why now I have this capital increase for 2020, and I write one list every single day. And just today, I have saved already over $6,000 already. So that's going up inside my Mega Storage. And then what I do every single month is I calculate how much have I saved every month. Now, for the month of January, I still have to calculate it, but it's over $100,000 I saved in just financial decisions. Now, every day you are bombarded by prices. You may need something from a restaurant. It's $13. Now, no amount of money is a lot of money. You have to realize that. $13 is something, but can you afford it? Now, when you say that you cannot afford it, guess what? You stay away from what you cannot afford, because that's going to make you richer. When you are buying expensive stuff and then you become broke, and guess what happens? You must stay away from expensive stuff altogether, and never be cheap either. But when you see that something may be cheap, you say to yourself, I'm not cheap. You understand? So an example is, hey, I went to Target, which is a big local clothing store here in Australia, and I seen some socks that never show ankle wide size. So socks that go actually into your shoes and act as no ankle socks. The ones that the girls wear. And no matter what, here I am So I'll show you. So there's no sock that is coming above my ankles. So I invest. I never buy. I invest in socks that are actually under my shoes, and that way I walk that way. And they were $2, and the woman goes, "That's so cheap." And she's saying, "Oh, it's women's socks." And I said to her, "Hey, $2 is affordable for me." And I said, "Hey, I can wear them and nobody will see me." So it's a smart decision to give $2 for two pairs of socks rather than having to give $7 for the same amount of effort. Do you understand? So always make better financial decisions and never care what other people think. Because guess what? You have to get financial terms better. And remember, never get anything right and never get anything wrong. Now, the secret to happiness is never money. The secret to happiness is being better than yesterday. Danny Milivojevic, I say that. Now you have to realize now that your time to shine is now. You must be able to start organizing your life and start planning your life right now so that you can start bettering your life and so that you can start inspiring. Now you must inspire people so that you can better your life and so that you can make more money and so that you can have all your visions come true. Now, 93% of the world never writes their goals down. They never hold a journal. They never read. They never take action. Do you understand? Now, for me, that's 99% of the world. 99% of the world never writes their goals down, never plans, never reads books. 1% of the world is leading 99% of the world. I see the world in terms of black and white. You can never have alcohol and health at the same time. You can never have processed food and health at the same time. Do you understand that? If you are guilty in some type of way in your life, you must realize to never be guilty. Never be guilty about your life. And say you never drink alcohol, you will never give alcohol to a kid. So that's the best decision. But those people who drink alcohol, make sure that you give your kids alcohol too. As soon as they're born, put some alcohol in their mouth. Yeah. Oh, but then you'll say, oh, but no. But guess what? You have to realize, but yes. And make sure I'm never lacking. I'm better than but. You understand? So no matter what, guess what? Never talk in terms of how other people talk, but talk in terms of how you would talk in that situation. So say I was drinking alcohol, I would be ashamed to give a kid alcohol. But why? Why would I be ashamed? Because deep inside of me, I would say, oh, that's unhealthy for the kid. But how about for me? Why am I thinking about the kid and never for me? Do you understand? Why do I protect the kid but never me? Why am I putting the kid first? So, and then what I would start to do in this situation, I would start to say, hey, I am above the kid. So since I'm above the kid and I will never give alcohol to the kid, why do I have to drink alcohol? How can I have alcohol and me at the same time? But see, that's when I say that's the delusion of life, because I can never poison myself and live my best potential. Do you understand? And now, no matter what, you have to see that in terms of what's happening around the world and all the problems in the world, you have to solve it yourself. No $6,000 program is going to solve anything for you. It's going to give you ideas, and that's it. When somebody pitches you $6,000 for this program, for this set of skills, for this set of ideas, that's all they are. They're skills and ideas. And you can give $6,000 and read it and never apply it. And you just wasted your money. You understand? So never waste your money and never invest into anything that you cannot afford. If you have $6,000 in a bank account and you go to a seminar, which is, say, a $5,000 seminar, never get yourself the $5,000 ticket. Or say you have $6,000 in your bank account and you go to a seminar and the guy pitches you to give him $5,500 for his coaching program for 1 month and his number, Never give it to him. Why? Because he'll give you the skills, but then you have to apply it. So learn in your own time how to apply for free. Learn in your own time how to better yourself for free. Learn by yourself, and that's self-education. You learn by yourself how to do everything. So guess what? I went to the food supermarket, which is Woolworths, Coles, Aldi, and IGA. Fucking checking the labels. Self-education, baby. I lost 47 kilos by myself. Otherwise, I would have to give over $10,000 to somebody else to do it for me. So the best thing you can do in life is get your own knowledge and then teach it and make your own university about it, just as I am. Just as Tony Robbins is, just as Dean Graziosi is, just as Jim Rohn is, just as Zig Ziglar is, just as Dr. Wayne Dyer is. Dr. Wayne Dyer teaches everything about spirituality. Spirituality is everything. Zig Ziglar is everything about motivation. Motivation is everything. Jim Rohn is all about discipline. Discipline is everything. Brian Tracy is all about productivity. Productivity is everything. Tony Robbins is all about life. Life is everything. Danny Milojevic is all about life. Life is everything. Do you understand? Now, some people may have been disturbed by me being a life coach because Tony Robbins is a life coach. And who cares? I am never Tony Robbins. I am me. I am Danny Milojevic. I am me. So I am the first Danny Milojevic as a life coach. And nobody has my mindset. And that's why I'm unique. Because I get to teach in my type of way, my university and my self-education. And I get to be an inspiration because in my life I am an inspiration. Now many people, in terms of 99% of the world, never find themselves an inspiration. Why? Because they're worse than yesterday. You understand? Those people who are worse than yesterday always give mixed signals. They're always giving mixed signals about everything. So what you need to realize is find yourself in a better spot. Ask yourself daily, how do I better myself? And be honest about it. Take ownership and take responsibility for every action you do. Be conscious about every action you take. All the people in your life except for you are bad for you right now in terms of they're never lifting you up. So guess what? What you need to realize is to always lift yourself up anyway. But guess what? No matter what, those people around you and those people who are surrounded with you right now, most of them are never lifting you up. Believe me. Now, in terms of your life, you have to realize to lift yourself up always. And now, that's what I do on a daily basis. Anything that I say that may be negative in terms of content, I make sure to correct it for myself so that I can be better. Now, that's the whole basis of being healthier, is correct yourself. Day in and day out, fix yourself much better. You can always fix yourself better. So do anything in your power to stay away from people who give mixed signals. To stay away from lads, and to stay away from stupid people. Be the smartest person on the planet, and always be smart. And be the smartest person in your team too. Do you know why? Because you never need other people to grow. You never need other people to grow, believe me. All you need is yourself. All you need is yourself, I promise you. When you have a team together, you must be the person who is the leader, never somebody else leading you. You understand? You lead the team. You must seek to it that you grow yourself more than enough in daily life, because that's authenticity. Authenticity is somebody who is always growing and who is leading and directing and making sure that other people are growing also. That's transformational leadership, as John C. Maxwell says. Now, no matter what, with John C. Maxwell, he needs to improve as well. We all need to improve. Now, in terms of speaking with other people, make sure you just never say anything to criticize them, because criticism alone is sympathy. We never need your sympathy. We never need your criticism. We need your criticism with an upliftment. We need you to uplift all the time. So I'll criticize you, but I'll lift you at the same time. That's the best way. You understand? Just lift and lift and lift. So when you criticize, make sure you lift the person from that criticism. that's an uplifting person. That's a person who is upbeat. That's a person who is taking everything above and beyond. So always make sure you're doing everything in your power to love your life and to make sure you're healthier than yesterday, because that's the foundation of life. You can find yourself with all the money in the world, but with no health, you are broke, believe me. You have no feeling, yet you're very cold in the face, in your expression, in your persona. You're very ugly when you're worse than yesterday. But when you're vibrating, when you have strong muscles, when you're sober, when you're vegan, when you challenge life and you're on the offense about everything. You're on the offense about finance, you're on the offense about health, you're on the offense about life, about getting the woman, about everything in life. That is when, guess what, your life starts to improve. But to be on the offense, you need to take conscious control of your daily life. And how do you do that? You be conscious of every single movement that you make. Every single second that you must be here, now, right now, here, now, now. This is now. I see that right now. That's what she said, now. I see what you mean, right now. You must be coming back to the moment all the time. Because that way, you can find out each and every thought pattern that you have, and you can change it. How do you change it? You do it thoughts to electronic format writing. So I have a Samsung A20 Galaxy. I write everything in my journal. I plan my day in my journal. I'm conscious of every decision I make. I'm conscious about every single move I make. When I make a move, I have a purpose about that move. I have a goal. I have a strategy already about that move. Before I go to B, before I go from A to B, I make sure no matter what to get to C with a plan. You understand? I make sure to always broaden my aspect of life. How? Through a journal. I plan, how will I get from A to B? I never make the step. I make sure to plan it first, and then I make the step. So there was recently, I'm a music producer, and I, for 4 years, was out of music production. I was out of music production for 4 years of my life. As I quit, I gave up before. And guess what? No matter what, you never give up. So guess what? Now, you have to realize to become the best, you need to plan your life. So what I done was, I opened up my computer, my laptop, and this beautiful FL Studio came on the screen. I started to plan first before I even went on the music instrument, which is my laptop, FL Studio, and all together. So guess no matter what, I'm a music instrument, and I'm playing my own song. So what I do is I put that song from my heart into the world. And no matter what, I succeed even more because I go into the world. Do you understand? So when I make music, I plan it first. I never just go into the software and start learning the software. No, I strategize what's the fastest way now for me to make sure that I just, with whatever's there, I just go and do it directly. So what I would say is, I cross out the left part, I cross out the top part, I cross out the bottom half, I focus on this area here, and I make sure to never do this, and this. I make sure never to do this, and this. I make sure never to do that and that. I make sure to never do that, and that, and that, and that. And guess what? I have this nice, beautiful pathway inside where to go to make music production right away. And I never focus about anything else. And I just focus on this, and I go and do that step. From that step, I plan again. What are my next steps? I make sure to say something, for example, this worked, this worked, this worked, this worked. And now, anywhere that I may have a problem, I stay away from the problem. I stay away from this 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 problem. And then now, there's a new pathway for me. I go and do the step now. This time, do you understand? I removed the problems. I went around the problems. And now I learned something about two of the problems with these other functions. Do you understand? So now more has arisen in terms of gaps in the mind. Now what are gaps in the mind? Gaps in the mind is everything to do with observing your thoughts and moving around the problem, as Bruce Lee says. Now who's Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee is an actor from the past who is an inspiration for my life. Now, he's one of my inspirations. I'm the most inspirational person in my life all the time. And I make sure no matter what that I'm always better in my life in terms of who I am and how to move forward. And I make sure no matter what that nobody's disturbing me. And I'm always making videos anywhere where it's quiet, indoors, as I do have a cable with my headphones to make sure that you hear me right now. So in terms of this practice that I just said, I would go in my journal and say I have a 1 hour learning curve. And as Brian Tracy said, when you have a learning curve, make sure that you read only. So guess what I do? For 1 hour, I just read. And I may need to journal 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 thoughts about what I just read. Well, guess what? No. 1 hour, I just read. I just enjoy. Once I finish 1 hour, I start to jot some thoughts down. This is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, I learned this, I learned this. This is what to stay away from. $6,000 to Tony Robbins. What not to do, for example. And guess what? I never give $6,000 to Tony Robbins. I make sure to write that in my capital investment increase for 2020. I just saved $6,000 right there, because $6,000 decision means I make $6,000. So you may have a decision to make. Make sure you make it on paper, as Jim Rohn says. So guess what I do? Instead of writing on paper, because I did write 1,000 pages before, and guess what I had to do? I had to take photos and snapshots. I had to make sure, no matter what, make sure that I put all that into paper and put it online. So I took photos of my notes, and that's why I say, you have an electronic phone now, put it in an online storage. Everything online. When you have a phone, for example, and this is a skill, you can have an online storage, for example, Mega Drive, which is my drive, Mega Storage Drive. There's an application, it's an M sign, and it has a red icon around it, and just a red label with a M, with a white M as the application icon. Now, with that, I gained 8 gigabytes of free storage. And guess what? Perfect for my journaling, for my PDFs. So I can make 1 million PDFs and it'll be under 1 gigabyte. Do you understand? So no matter what, I always have unlimited resources there. And then my videos, I upload videos. So say I fill my phone for every single day now, as before, say when you have a phone and you have no online storage, but you put everything in a computer, and you need to connect the cable, you have to get on iTunes, you have to get on iPhotos inside the Mac, and you have to transfer everything into the laptop, and then you have to transfer from the laptop, you have to transfer it into a terabyte drive, and then you have to hold that terabyte drive and hope that the terabyte drive will never lose the terabyte drive. So guess what I do? I make sure to remove those problems. I remove, for example, the terabyte drive. I never invest in it again. I have a small USB just for in case, and also a laptop for my music production. And guess what? From my laptop, the same thing. I may create a nice beautiful track, I'll post it online. Say somebody may steal my laptop, at least everything is online in my online storage and nobody can access it. That's why every time in my phones, I always put security codes everywhere. I make sure nobody can get into my online university, because say they did, cross out my university and delete it, that's my life. I work for it. It will devastate me. So no matter what, I always move forward. So that's why I always put codes in your phones, put a security code, face recognition, and make sure that your face wallpaper inside your phone or a photo of yourself is never the front cover of your phone, because people can use your photo with their phone. They can take a photo of your phone and put your photo from their phone into the face recognition on your phone, and they can unlock your phone that way through a photo. So be careful with face recognition that way. That's why with the phone wallpaper, I make sure it's just something random in terms of maybe mountain, maybe something in terms of the lock screen. But then inside, where the applications are, I see my photo. I see my beautiful photo. So that way, say I did lose my phone before, they have to unlock my phone with 16 digits. So no matter what, they will never be able to do that. And say they did unlock it, and there's also, no matter what, say they did unlock it, they'll never be able to access my online storage, which is the most important. And every single day I upload all my content, which is right now what I'm saying. That's why I have an online storage where you have, say, 52 terabytes, which is 52,000 gigabytes. 52,000 gigabytes. So say today's iPhone is a max 500 gigabyte. Imagine you had 52,000. So that's 100 times what the iPhone today can hold in terms of storage. And you're giving $30 a month. So now you have all this beautiful storage, extra storage for your phones to upload content daily online. So what I do when I take a photo, for example, I take a photo with this. It's a nice, beautiful little remote controller with a selfie stick. I place my phone on a selfie stick and I take photos. Ba 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 ba. Boo, boo, boo. And I do this, all these beautiful signatures and poses, and I take hundreds of them. And then I upload it on the day, right away online. And I never have to worry about it again. I have fun while I do it. And I never have to worry about my phone becoming full. So I do it on a daily basis, and I make sure no matter what, I'm always growing and always learning. But I make sure that my technology is full of security so that nobody can access my files. And now in terms of my laptop, I make sure to have a code there as well. So when they open my laptop, they have to open the code too to get inside the laptop. And no matter what, guys, just make sure that you keep your serial number codes with your laptops, with your phones, in case you do lose it, in case the person sells it to somebody, they sell it to a shop, the shop unlocks your phone, you can find it with that code. Because each phone, each device has this beautiful, unique number, and say they sold it to a shop, what's going to happen is that shop has to put that code in. And then you can find your phone and laptops anywhere where it may be in terms of sold directly to. You can go there and you can say, this is my phone and it was stolen on this day, and I found it now because the police actually recovered it in terms of they were searching for it and it showed up in this store. And then you describe the phone and everything, or you describe the laptop, and you get your phone back that way. But no matter what, guys, realize about this online storage. It's so important for today's world, especially to get ahead. Why online storage? Online storage, because you can do unlimited videos, guys. Unlimited content, unlimited photos, unlimited everything. And you never have to worry about getting yourself a max iPhone. For example, you never have to get yourself the newest iPhone that has 500 megabytes of storage. When you can give $8 a month for mega storage and get 400 gigabytes of extra information. And then the next class is 1 terabyte for $13 a month. So it's much more worthy for you to upload your content daily. So you may take 50 videos in a day that are maybe 5 minutes each. Then you just tap on all of them and just upload it on the day. It's very quick. And then what you do is your videos may be high quality. You drop it down a notch. You drop it down to say 330 pixels or 360 pixels, or it can be 420 pixels, 720 pixels, 1080 pixels. And you can drop it down, and then the uploading time is much faster. And yes, you can pick high quality for 320 pixel. You can pick high quality for 360 pixel. You can pick high quality for 420 pixel. You can pick a high quality for 460 pixel. Or you can go low quality for 720 HD. You understand? And then they're all different measurements in terms of size. So what I do on a daily basis is I make a video right now, and guess what? Today it goes up online, and then I sell it. It's my beautiful way to make money because I add value. As you can see, this whole video I've been adding value. Now, who am I in life? I am somebody. in my heart. Now, in your heart, I may be a nobody. And guess what? I'm better than fine with everything. So I have to realize no matter what, that I become somebody even more the more I add value. So what I do is I may take 250 photos and 5 videos that may be 2 hours long in a day, and 300 photos may be altogether 7-8 gigabytes. And imagine you get yourself an iPhone 5C that's 16 gigabytes. That's already half your phone's storage. So the best method with that to make more money in the long run is to make more content right now. And instead of putting all your content inside the laptop and making it store or there, make sure that you organize some folders online and put videos here, put courses here, put notes here, put audios here, just as you see in my mega storage online. Because this is how you're going to make money in the long run. You must add value to become a somebody. The best you can do in life is to make sure you give your best all the time. Daniel Milivojevic. So the way to do that is to find ways that you can make more money and make it easier for yourself. So an online storage of $8 is really, for an iPhone 5C, 416 gigabytes for $8 a month in terms of storage. So instead of getting yourself an iPhone that just has 16 gigabytes, add online storage with that to have an extra 400 storage or megabytes, and I mean gigabytes. So add extra 400 gigabytes into that phone. How do you do that? So it's just an online application, and you sign in, and guess what? You have a video, you press share, and you go online mega storage. You tap the application, and you upload your video right away online, and then you delete it from your phone. And then once you delete your content from your phone, you have more memory in your phone to make more videos. You have more memory in your phone to make more photos of yourself, a nice beautiful collage. For example, there is no such thing as R. So you may go to, say, Cairns, as I did. I took 800 files of information, photos. I took 6 hours of videos. How did I upload all that? Through my phone. I uploaded 1,000 photos through my phone and 6 hours worth of content just for Cairns. Cairns, for 6 hours taping, I taped the whole Cairns already. I have a beautiful collage. Hey, here was me at Cairns when I was 27, and this is how I looked like. And this is how I was. I never looked like, just this is how I was. You understand? So when I turn 50, I'll have all this amazing amount of content about me, about my courses, about my information, about my journaling, about audio programs. Say you do an hour of audio programs, upload it right away. Each and every day, I make sure, no matter what, I upload my content as fast as possible online. I make sure my technology has all security in it to make sure nobody can get into my university online. I make sure that no matter what, each time I just even move tabs. For example, you can move a tab, you can press a certain digit or a certain function inside your phone, and you can just move into the next tab without necessarily closing the other tabs. And as soon as I do that, Mega Drive storage online needs a code right away to log back in. Do you understand? Which is very important for today's world in case you lose your technology. Because say you never put security on your phone, people access your files, people access who you are, they go into your emails. You may have a massive business with a massive industry that has billions of dollars in your phone, and they can unlock it when you have no security on it. You understand? So put some security. Make sure that you have security measure everywhere in your life. Have security and have more of it. Have insurance on your life, on everything about you. Make sure that you invest your money in the best places. Make sure that you go and learn it yourself. Because guess what? Nobody's going to build my muscle for me. A personal trainer will hire, for example, me to help their life. And that's what I do. But for example, for me to hire a personal trainer, guess what they do? They write a nice design. They never teach you why. They may say meat because of this, and that's it. They never give you more information than that, and they believe it's more than enough reason. And a personal trainer who says that you must eat meat to become big, those people have no fucking idea about life. Do you understand? Because the basis of life is never eat any meat. I promise you, you'll have so much energy and so much more energy than being a meat eater. So my previous life, because I've died already a million deaths in my life, each second is a death for me. Do you know why? Because I died to the past. And that's how I move ahead. So 3 years ago, I was a meat eater. And guess what? I have so much more energy now since I'm a vegan. But that, if you are a meat eater, you will never understand that unless you consciously go into a food supermarket and you start learning by yourself all the information, because that's how you're going to be dedicated. You need to push yourself to get that information. And then once you get the information, you have to apply it, and you have to walk those steps alone, because that's what I've done. Now, I can be here to guide you. I can say, hey, do this, and do that. I've done it already. I've walked it. I can do it, you can do it. You understand? Everybody can do what I do, but guess what? Only I can do what I do. Only I can do what I do because guess what? I am only one in life. So no matter what, you have to realize that you must be number one in your life. And I always think in terms of positivity and how can I be more positive and never go back on my words, because going back on my words is a negative thing to do. So seek to find ways to communicate only forwards. Communicate forwards. So another way to get ahead is make sure to do emotional work daily, exercise daily, make sure you're reading from the best coaches on the planet, and have yourself over 10 mentors. I had over, and right now I have over 20 mentors in life, and you can find them on my online storage. And those are resources as well. And you get that for $7.20 every single month. I write a new set of mentors every single day. So today I may add one mentor that I found who inspires me, and I'll put that in this long list. And then say in the next day or right now, I may find 3 extra mentors on the 24th. I put that down for the 24th. On the 25th, I may find 10 more mentors. I'll put that in the long list. On the 26th, I may find 2 mentors extra. So I'm always showing you some new people in terms of who's better than yesterday and who's worse. I have a nice beautiful list of about over 30 people. Better than yesterday is at the top, worse than yesterday is at the bottom. They're all giving ideas and it's all important. But guess what? Only the top half is going to teach you the most in terms of health and ideas. So sometimes the bottom half is what you need in terms of ideas also, in terms of those people who are worse than yesterday but can teach you finance, they can teach you marketing. For example, Robert Kiyosaki can teach you finance, and Grant Cardone, for example, can teach you sales but can also teach you health. He looks excellent, he looks very sexy, that person. And then, for example, there is Gary Vaynerchuk, he can teach you marketing, but in terms of health, no. So find somebody who can teach you health, because health is everything. Health is number one. You can never have health and money at the same time. But guess you can. You can have health and money at the same time, but you can never have, for example, no health in life. You must have health and money. So a person who has all the money in the world but no health is the most broke person there is. Now, the most broke person who is in life is a person who has no money and no health. And then it's the person who has all the money and no health. And then it's the person who has health but no money. And then it's the person who has health and money. Those are the 4 categories. So the lowest of the low is people who have no health, no money. Then it's people who have, say, from $0 to $1 million and more, but no health. And then it's the person who has health, but no money, is richer than the person who has all the money in the world. Do you understand? A person who has health is more richer than the person who has all the money in the world but no health. And when I categorize no health, I mean a person who's worse than yesterday. A person who's better than yesterday has more money and a better life than a person who has all the money in the world, but is worse than yesterday. And then the fourth category is have the health and the wealth. Those are the new rich. Those are people who today are the most richest people in the world. They have the health and they have the money. So be a person who can be at that level, but then create a service that is the most affordable. So with me, I have the health and I have the money in the future, and I have it right now too. So no matter what, since I have the health, I have the wealth as well. You understand? That's why I've been able to travel for 8 months now. You understand? I've been able to travel because I'm better than yesterday. So something's working in my life to be able to travel for 8 months around Australia. So no matter what, I'm better than yesterday. Something in my life is working for me to be able to start teaching this on camera right now. And since I've given this video, something in my life is working. So you now have to go into these ideas and into any form of ideas that's going to help you. And you need to realize that all information is never equal. There is positive information and there is negative. Tune out the negative and stay with the positive. Also, for example, with your life, wherever you have a problem in life, wherever your problem in life, whatever problem you have, write it down and stay away from it. You have a problem with money, stay away from money. You'll never have a problem again. You have a problem with gambling, stay away from gambling. You'll never have a problem with gambling ever again. So what you need to realize is always speak better and speak better than you do. You have a problem with communication, stay away from communication. You understand? Because you'll find a way. Whatever you have a problem with, stay away from it. You have a problem with sex, you have a problem with getting women, you have a problem with getting men, stay away from it. Never get them and never have sex. Believe me. You have a problem with making kids, never have kids. You never have a problem again. Stay away from your problems. As soon as you make a problem, stay away from that problem. And that is what I call in my journal, what not to do. So in my journal, I have full of what not to do. I have over 3 years of information inside my journal right now. So no matter what, you have to realize now is the best time for you to start reading into my journal, and I give so many life skills, I give so many what not to do lists. And I have off the bat 5,000 what not to do already. In terms of food, in terms of financial aspects of life to stay away from, and in terms of over time, I'll give you what not to do even more. And I stay away from 5,000 and more problems. I stay away from 50,000 and more problems in my life. So in my journal, you will find 50,000 what not to do. For example, there is Thomas Edison. And Thomas Edison says, hey, that he, no matter what in his life, he stood away from 1,000 aspects of life in terms of what never worked. So I'm better than not. So when I say that, I mean never go back on your words, but just realize that Thomas Edison, to make the light bulb, made 1,000 problems. What were the problems? So the problems are 1,000 results. He made 1,000 results in which the light bulb will never work. And that's a way for you to find how it will work. Say you have a problem with this wallet, and this half right here is a problem for you. What you do is you get the scissors and you cut off this part. This will be your solution. You understand? And you throw away the wallet. And you may say, oh, but why would I throw away the wallet? Look how beautiful it is. Now, a problem is never beautiful. So no matter how beautiful a problem is, stay away from it. You understand? If $1 million is a problem for you, never make $1 million. You have a problem with life, make sure you stay away from life. Do you understand? Stay away from it. Whatever your problem is in life, stay away from it. I promise you. Now, alcohol may be a problem for you, stay away from it. Cigarettes may be a problem for you, stay away from it. Whatever the problem is, stay away from it. Now, when you find my journal, You're going to read so much more than what not to do. There's so much more thoughts that I put in. There's so much more skills that I teach you. I teach you skills as well. I teach you what to stay away from, and I teach you time management techniques, how you can build your life, how you can promote, how you can do everything, how you can plan, how you can journal, most of all. My journal will teach you how to journal, most of all. So, guys, there's always a better way for you to find what to say. How do you say? How do you say what you say, and how do you give more than what you can? Guess what? What you do is you just speak about the same shit all the time in a different way and in a better way this time. So no matter what, your stuff must never be shit. So guess what? My shit is never negative. So guess what? I have positive scenarios in my life, and I'm never talking about shit in general. I'm talking about everything that's the wisdom. Wisdom is the best in the world. Now, yes, I own up to something that's so lame that I just said, but I move on. I move on now. I'm stronger than before. And I always find a better way to find some attitude adjustments that I can make to better my life. Now, I'm not Tony Robbins. I'm Daniel Milivojevic. I am me. I'm a person who has lived a life, and I'm better than yesterday, and I've got something to give. Now, it's better to be around those people who can give you something than those people who take away something. You understand? Be around givers, never receivers. You understand? Be around givers and be around receivers, but be around givers and never takers. Never be around people who just take from you and never give you validation in terms of credit. So be around those people who love you and always celebrate you and never distinguish you as someone who is an enemy. So most of all, never seek validation from other people, but seek it only from yourself. And as Tony Robbins said, guys, today is the best time to start branding yourself, to start doing everything to improve your life. And now the best way to promote your life is first work on your health. Believe me, you have no need to go on a mastermind being worse than yesterday. Better your life first, and then you'll be inspired to make a move forward, and you'll realize that being better than yesterday will eventually help you to do these videos, and you'll be able to do more than me. But make sure that you take the action I've already distinguished for you in this video. I've already been doing it in this video. Now you need to do it. But first, you need to apply some information. You need to teach it for yourself by applying it into your life. You need to do it. What do I mean by doing it? I mean, make a discipline about it. Discipline yourself to do it. Discipline to stay away from whatever is a problem in life. Discipline yourself to find the idea that you just had and that you have in life, and make sure you do something about it. It may be for you to quit alcohol. Once you quit alcohol, you take the necessary steps, which is just stay away from it. You've already applied it on the spot. It's very fast to stay away from alcohol. For how long? Just never take the first sip. Never take the first drop of alcohol. As Dr. Wayne Dyer says, the best way to quit drugs is never take the first puff. Never take the first cigarette, or never spike up the first cigarette. Never drink the first cup of tea. Never drink the first drop of alcohol. Stay away from the first drink. And forget the rest. Who cares how long? Just stay away from the first cigarette. Stay away from the first alcohol drink. Never touch it. Never be around it. Understand? Now, people may offer you drugs. Those are never your friends. Remember, 99% of the world is nobodies. They may look excellent, but they are nobodies in the world. You understand? Now you have to be a somebody. And now for you to be a somebody, obviously the nobodies are going to team up on you, for example, as they do in the politics. And they're going to say, oh, but who are you to be a somebody? Do you know why? Because they're a nobody. So what they do, these nobodies, they team up 20 of them and they start spreading your name in a crowd, and they boo you and they criticize you and they say get lost and never come back, and they start to kick you around and they start to tease you. And then what you need to do is you need to go walk your own way. And that's what I done. And I moved from Sydney to Melbourne. I went from Melbourne to Adelaide. And I went from Adelaide to Brisbane. I went from Brisbane to Gold Coast. I went from Gold Coast to Sunshine Coast. I went from Sunshine Coast to Mooloolaba, Noosa, and Maroochydore. From Maroochydore, I went to Hobart. So from Sunshine Coast, I went to Melbourne, Melbourne to Hobart, Hobart to Cairns, Cairns to Townsville, Townsville to Maninic Island, Maninic Island to Townsville, Townsville to Cairns, and here I am on the 4th of March now, going to Perth, and I'll be in Perth on the 8th of March, as that's when my flight is. So today is the 1st of March, so in about 1 week time, I'll be in Perth. And I left 8 months ago, this crowd that teamed up on me. I left them a long time ago, even over a year ago. I planned to leave. And 5 months after my planning, guess what? I left. So no matter what, guys, plan first and then go. Plan first and then take the action step from A to B. Never just take the step before you even think about it. Think first, plan it, and do it. Plan it, do it. Plan it, do it. Planning is execution. Those people who plan can do it. Do you understand? First, you need to plan it. You need to prepare for it, and then you do it. First, you plan it, prepare for it, do it. Planning is preparing. You plan it first. How? You get out your electronic phone. Right now, get into your notes inside your phone and start to plan your life. Start to plan your mindset. How are you going to better your mind? What are you going to do to better your life? And make sure you do it. Make sure you're planning your life in a better way to make sure that you are doing everything that you can to succeed. Inside your journal, jot down your thoughts, jot down ideas, as John C. Maxwell does. He's always in the back of my mind saying, jot down some ideas. Why? I get some ideas, I make money from it, I sell it. Each and every time I have an idea, I write it down. Never just for me, for other people to make me money. You understand? I make myself money. So guess what? I give people ideas, I make money from it. You understand? And then I learn from it too, because I taught people some ideas. And it's ultimately for my growth, never for them. They give me money for it because I asked for it. I never give information for free. Why? Because the world will use you and they will screw you. You understand? So never work for free, work for yourself, and make sure, no matter what, that you never work for money either. Work for yourself to grow. When you work a 9-to-5 job, never work a 9-to-5 job. Work for yourself to grow from it. Grow from it. When you grow from it, you'll never work there again. You understand? When you have $1 million, grow from it. What does that mean? It means grow from it, make $2 million. When you have $2 million, grow from it. Make $1 billion. When you have $1 billion, grow from it. You understand? When you're stuck in some area of life, grow from it. That's the best way to get yourself in a better position. When you're 70 years old, grow from it. Get yourself up to 90. When you're 90 years old, grow from it. Get yourself up to 120. When you're 120 years old, grow from it. You understand? Write your goals down. So guys, no matter what, this has been an amazing time for me to give you this beautiful seminar, this beautiful online seminar, and make sure that you take some ideas from this and then you apply it for your life. And that guys, no matter what, that you become an inspiration, and that you make sure that you're lifting others on a high note, and that you're always making sure to be a high note in your life. Be harmony, stand for harmony. Guys, no matter what, lift yourself up daily and just be inspired. Guys, make sure you're the best you can be and love yourself. Guys, see you guys in the next video and enjoy yourself.